Hello? Is anyone there?
Surprise, motherfucker.
And isn't there some rule about these things ending after the third ghost?
You're not happy to see me, Morgan?
Fuck, enough! This is my mind.
Like it or not, Morgan, this conversation needs to happen.
I already know what you're gonna say. I'm a creep motherfucker. You were right about me all along.
No, I was wrong. Buried down deep, real deep, past all that fucked up Bay Harbor butcher shit, is a kernel of good.
Good? It's not a word I ever heard you associate with me.
We'll hear it now, and hold on to it for the sake of your son, because he needs that part of you too. Go to him, Morgan. Otherwise, you really are just some creep motherfucker.
I thought about reaching out, but I just couldn't reopen that door.
It's open now.
Yeah.
But I'm still a little confused.
Here we go.
And I get this call from the chief of police here, who I guess was your girlfriend. And then she said the craziest thing. She intimated that you were the Bay Harbor butcher.
What the fuck? Angela and I always had a volatile relationship, but wow, she must have been really pissed at me when she called you. Crazy.
It gets crazier. I hop on a plane, arrive to find that your girlfriend shot you. And when I talk with her the very next day, after her calling me with that accusation, she's backtracked on everything. Made a mistake, she says. Hell of a mistake. Shooting your boyfriend because you think he's a serial killer. It's just this one thing I can't seem to let go of. Maria La Guetta. You remember Maria?
Of course I do.
Maria told me, in confidence, that she was certain that you were the Bay Harbor butcher. Crazy, huh?
Insane.
But then Maria was killed by some old cartel shithead.
Or Deb. It was tough times.
Fucking A, it was tough. But we all know that the Bay Harbor butcher was Dokes, right? What was it he used to call you?
He called me a lot of things.
You fucking weirdo. Fucking creep job. Fucking freak-tard. Psycho. Jesus fucking Christ, you're the Bay Harbor butcher.
He liked creep motherfucker.
Dokes always had a way with words.
Did Dexter ever share anything about his past with you? About why he left Miami?
I should probably get back to work.
My ex-wife had this theory, one that's haunted me for years. That your dad was the infamous serial killer, the Bay Harbor butcher.
What?
I get this must be overwhelming. But if you know anything, you can tell me. Your dad's gone. Nothing you say can hurt him.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Please, I need the closure.
I wish I could help. Good luck.
I'm in the city a few more days if you want to talk.
That's your trophy? Pretty lame for someone who saws off heads.
There's one thing I couldn't be honest about last night.
Is that right?
I'm not Ronald Schmidt. I'm Dexter Morgan.
Who's that?
The Bay Harbor butcher.
I'm guessing you didn't come back with more cute Miami stories.
I just heard about a guest at your hotel. You ever meet Ryan Foster?
I meet a lot of people at a hotel.
Or you might remember this one. Came in one piece, left in 9.
Yeah, I saw that guy in the news.
Funny thing is, that's exactly the way the Bay Harbor Butcher did it.
I really hope they catch that guy.
I spoke to the lead on the case, Detective Wallace. She said the cleanup of the suspected murder site was impeccable, almost as if the culprit was an expert or learned from one.
That sounds crazy.
Less crazy if you know the son of a notorious serial killer was at the same hotel that night. I didn't mention anything about you yet. And I don't have to. I'm just looking for confirmation about Dexter.
I already told you I don't know what you're talking about.
Now, honestly, that guy Ryan sounded like a real asshole. Good riddance. Did your dad make it seem like that's all he was doing? Taking out the worst criminals? Making the world a better place? Like he was some sort of dark avenger? A lot of innocent people died because of your dad. People that I loved. My ex-wife, Maria Lagueta, your Aunt Deb, your mother.
You tried to nurture something in me that wasn't... If you weren't you, I never would have killed Ryan.
There's more to who you are than your worst moment.
Is that what you told yourself when Mom was murdered? Okay. How about Aunt Deb? Captain LaGuerta.
LaGuerta, how do you... What are you talking about?
Batista. I talked to him this morning. You're not the only one who tracked me down.
Looks like I'm officially Batista's white whale.
He was trying to get me to confess that you're really the Bay Harbor Butcher. He even implied that you trained me.
And what did you say?
I told him nothing.
I don't think Mia LaPierre killed Ryan Foster. You've got the wrong person.
We just talked through this.
Continue, Captain.
As I told you before, the Foster case reminded me of a serial killer from Miami. A person I worked with, the Bay Harbor Butcher.
James Dokes.
Not exactly. I mean, James Dokes was named by the FBI as the Bay Harbor Butcher. But this last year, I've learned new information that makes me suspect a different co-worker from back then. A forensic analyst from Miami Metro. Dexter Morgan. Now, when I heard the details of Ryan Foster's body being chopped up into 9 pieces, exactly the MO of the Bay Harbor Butcher, I had a hunch that it was the work of the real killer.
So you think this old co-worker killed Ryan Foster?
No. Dexter was in a coma at the time of Ryan's death.
What?
In a clinic upstate.
Captain, I must inform you at this point you are not making any sense.
Dexter has a son. A young man by the name of Harrison Morgan. He's a bellman.
I'm familiar with Harrison Morgan.
I believe Harrison Morgan killed Ryan Foster, using methods taught to him by his father. And then Dexter Morgan planted Ryan's watch in Mia LaPierre's rental to frame her and exonerate his son.
How would this Dexter Morgan even find Lady Vengeance to make this whole elaborate plan possible?
Simple. The Bay Harbor Butcher was known for hunting down and killing other serial killers.
But he didn't kill her.
Right, but
What is it that you want, Captain Batista?
I know you're on the list to talk to Mia LaPierre after the FBI.
Yeah, us and a dozen other homicide units from across the country. The line is long.
Let me tag along. All I need to do is show Mia Dexter's photo. And if she recognizes him, I'll know I'm onto something. We all have that one case that haunts us. The one we can't let go of until we get it right. The Bay Harbor Butcher is that case for me.
We have an appointment with Miss LaPierre in the morning. You may come along and bring your photograph.
Naive, be so naive, you're stashing money. And rubies up your sleeve, I'm gonna teach you. You're never gonna leave, I'm gonna...
Gareth came to the bookstore with a bookmark.
try for me. You're talking to yourself and what you're used to. Don't work on no one else. I'm gonna teach you.
Oh, Gareth. Checking out the competition.
Gonna take you by the hand. I'm gonna walk you to my house. I wanna hear you.
The ego on this guy.
A message for when and where to meet someone?
What's the point of all this spycraft? Who's he meeting that requires a dead drop like he's in some Cold War espionage movie?
An accomplice? A victim?
Well, whoever it is won't be getting the message. Did I make it into the Mount Rushmore of serial killers, too?
Mission-oriented killer. Damn straight. Despite his bloodthirsty moniker, the Bay Harbor Butcher was anything but ruthless in identifying his victims. A modern-day avenging angel.
Mr. Morgan. And also Mr. Morgan. You are Harrison's father.
Nice detective work.
I'm surprised to see you here.
I'm thinking about becoming a cop. That probably sounds weird after how we met, but honestly, seeing how dedicated you were to helping Ryan Foster's victims get justice, it was inspiring.
So you were following in the footsteps of your father.
How do you mean?
You were with Miami Metro Homicide, correct? Your old colleague, Angel Batista, paid me a visit.
Right. Batista. He was a good guy. Kind of spiraled when he found out his partner was the Bay Harbor Butcher. Maybe you've heard of him? James Dokes. He was never really the same after that.
I'm sure that was upsetting. For everyone.
Yeah, everybody had to work hard to move on. But some just couldn't. And then it got worse. When he lost his ex in the line of duty, he still loved her. Poor guy. Never really came back from that. He kind of pushed us all away. But we all loved him. Thanks for the show and tell. It's very eye-opening.
For the official record, this is Captain Angel Batista. I am currently in New York collecting evidence to prove that my former colleague Dexter Morgan is in fact the Bay Harbor Butcher. I've placed a tracer in Mr. Morgan's vehicle, and I will be logging locations where Dexter spends significant periods of time.
Detective Wallace, homicide.
Detective Wallace, Captain Batista. I found the proof that I was looking for. That the Bay Harbor Butcher is still active. Still killing.
Proof of the Bay Harbor Butcher?
That's right.
What proof?
Well, let me forward you the address and you can come see for yourself. Well, this is his kill room. It's fresh. I got here before he could take it down.
Where is the body?
No, I got here in the nick of time. I stopped him from killing him.
You fought Mr. Morgan. Where is he?
No, there was a man, a big motherfucker. He was covered in plastic.
Did you free him?
No, Dexter must have freed him.
Why would the Bay Harbor Butcher do that?
He must have heard me break in.
You broke in.
And you saw him.
No, but I heard his car.
But you didn't see it.
Or him.
No, he drove away. I didn't see him, but I was this close.
I do not understand.
Okay, the man wrapped in plastic on the table, he ran away. He was so terrified that he ran right over me. But he was here.
And why did he run away?
Because he was scared of the Bay Harbor Butcher.
The man who ran, the would-be victim, did you get his name, identification?
It all happened so fast, you know. I made sure to call you. I can describe him. He's big, thick, black hair. Italian, maybe.
Big, thick Italian guy. Sounds like half the cops we work with.
How did you find this place?
I put a tracker in Dexter Morgan's car.
Oh, you had a warrant.
Well, it was just AirPods. I left my AirPods in his car. So I ended up using them to track him.
You broke into his car?
No, he gave me a ride from his apartment. It's a long story. Look at this. Huh? Shit. It was following. Look, I'm not lying. Dexter must have found it. He must have destroyed it. He's smart. Finds himself out of everything. Listen to this. 3:05 p.m. Just arrived. 49th and 6th, Midtown. He's been here for over an hour. It's a salon, laundromat, office buildings. Why are you looking at me like that?
How are we looking at you?
What, you think I put up all this plastic myself?
Strange that you should say that, is it not, Captain Batista?
Miami Metro Homicide, Lieutenant Quinn speaking.
Transferring a call from the NYPD.
Hello. This is Detective Claudette Wallace, NYPD, calling to check on the status of one of your cases.
No, B?
The Bay Harbor Butcher. Hello?
Sorry, did you say the Bay Harbor Butcher?
Correct.
Yeah, that case has been closed for years.
I met your captain, Angel Batista, who is actively pursuing it.
What?
Is this a poor connection? I said your captain is...
It's not our captain. I mean, he was our captain, but he retired. He up and quit out of nowhere. It was crazy.
Angel Batista.
Yeah. Look, he's a really good guy. He is, but
He is no longer an active law enforcement officer.
no. I don't know what the fuck he's doing in New York.
I spoke with Mr. Morgan.
He convinced you he's one of the good guys?
No, he told me about your history. The tragic loss of your partner, Detective Dokes, also known as the Bay Harbor Butcher.
And the murder of your ex-wife, Maria LaGuarta.
You have our condolences.
Dexter Morgan is a fucking liar.
So you did not lose your former partner / ex-wife in the line of duty?
No, I mean, yes, I lost Dokes and Maria, but you see, fuck! This is what Dexter does. He twists things out of context. He's a master manipulator. He lies and lies, winning people over with his goddamn gee-whiz smile of his. He burrows into your life until he's the last person you suspect of just about anything. But I'm telling you, Dexter Morgan is the Bay Harbor Butcher.
You must cease and desist, Captain. Go home.
I know exactly who you are.
I love it!
Angel, you just couldn't let go. And now here you are. Here we are.
You know, I thought it was a bit odd how you were so drawn to the Bay Harbor Butcher's blood slime box when I first showed you my collection. But then, when your pal Batista here told me who you really were, that suddenly, boom, it all became clear. Lowell didn't disappear. No, neither did Red. You took him out, didn't you? How'd you do it?
What makes you think I talk about that in front of him?
Oh, right. Shh. I'm just so excited to be talking to the Bay Harbor Butcher. Living, breathing Bay Harbor Butcher. And how you were able to place all that blame onto James Dokes. But that must have fucked with you just a little bit, right? That stolen valor of all your kills going to Dokes.
What are we doing here?
Oh, of course. I have a proposal. Charlie, come on. I would like to be your benefactor. Just like I did with the Gemini killer. I will be your Medici to your Bay Harbor Butcher. Bay Harbor Butcher, just saying it out loud. Bay Harbor Butcher, oh, it gives me goosebumps. I have extensive files on serial slayers across the globe. We can invite them here to our little group, spend the week with them, and then you do what you do. Add them to your collection.
Look at him taking my idea. What's the plan for Angel?
Angel. That is the price of your admission.
Sir, let's not.
Charlie, please.
You want a front row seat to see how the Bay Harbor Butcher kills?
I must admit, I've always wanted to see someone like you at work. Charlie, give me the gun. Come on. It's embarrassing.
Angel Batista has threatened my life, my son's life. Now that he's confirmed who I am beyond a shadow of a doubt, he will never give up. And rule number one is, don't get caught. I need you to know, I didn't kill Maria or Dokes. I may be the Bay Harbor Butcher, but I promise you I didn't kill them. It's your fault. And now I'm dying. Because of you. Just like they did.
My dad wants to talk to you.
Charlie Brown. So good to see you. We need you to open the vault.
As fun as that sounds, I think I'll leave the Bay Harbor Butcher safely locked away.
Yeah, I kind of figured you'd say that.
What's this?
Just a little something I found in your boss's secret file cabinet, time-stamped right before Mia's tragic suicide. There's a whole file on you. Paper trails, phone logs, surveillance photos. Looks like Prater's been documenting your dirty work for a very long time.
That motherfucker.
I've always admired people like you, but today I finally got a taste of what it's like to be you, and it felt exhilarating. So thank you for giving me the, what did you call that? The itch, the need, the great yearning?
The urge.
The urge, yes, the urge, that's it. That's it. I finally have that. Ah, my heart is racing just talking about it. Maybe this was my destiny all along. But I never would have known if you hadn't pushed me. That is why I am so honored that you are here to witness my first proper, non-impulsive kill.
Love does have a cost.
And this is the ultimate price.
If this is your big show and tell, you could do better. Kill me instead. You will be the apex predator. The best of the best. The man who took out the Bay Harbor Butcher. Kill me and leave Harrison to live with the consequences, just like the man who killed your parents did to you.
Yeah, but unlike Cooper Morris, I can't leave a witness.
I'm sorry I couldn't give you the protection that you needed. If you're spending the night there, you might want some protection.
That better be the last time you tell someone to shoot you in the chest.